Welcome, I'm still Ria and you have tuned into CrossYoga, and today I want to teach you a little bit about balance poses and maybe challenge your balance quite a lot. If you want to use this sequence, maybe you want to use it before you meditate or pray or whatever is your practice. Now let's begin at your top end of your mat, hip width distance. Now close your eyes. Balance poses are a challenge for most of us. And actually made a kind of a tutorial on balance poses if you like to find that. It's in the link below. But first of all, we need to find our foundation, the grounding underneath our feet. Set all your focus on what you feel under your toes, the ball of the feet, maybe feeling the lift through the arch. Opposite outer edge of your foot and all the way back to your heel. Put a little bit of weight onto your right foot. Slowly, with your eyes closed, lift the heel off, maybe the toes off your left foot there. And step it down. Let's do that on the opposite side. Now keep your eyes closed. Just sensing with your body, with your nerves, what's going on here. Changing from left to the right. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, then you can open your eyes. Now through this, notice if you're breathing or if you kind of hold your breath. Lots of us are holding our breath as we go into balance poses, but I would not advise that. A little bit of warming up before we get into our balance. So chair pose is a great way to warm up. Sit down, hip moves back. Maybe come up on the ball of your feet and lower down, moving a little bit to the back of the heel and move to the front and the back. Now you can take your arms with you, kind of swaying them here from side to side or front and back. And then fold forward. Step your right leg back, still warming up because we don't want to go into balance poses with our muscles and tendons, all of this not really warmed up. So high lunge is a great way. So let's sink it down and lift. And why not involve our arms as well? You kind of take your hands down as you bow or bend your knees. Reach your arms up as you stretch both legs. Squaring the hip off with the short end off the mat. Cactus arms, 2 more times. Lean forward, engage your core, step the front foot back, down dog. Use your Vinyasa if you like, come to a plank. Maybe for the first time here, you come down on your knees, elbows pointing back. Again, lifting a little bit through your sternum. Lower down as slowly as you can. From here, toenails on the mat, lift up and lower down. We're gonna lift up just 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming down. Now you use your arms, but try to use your back as well. Push your sternum up, pubic bone down. And last time. Now tuck your toes under, maybe into a plank on knees or toes. And then down dog. Breathe a little bit, pushing through the tip of the fingers. Shoulders drawn down. So watch your heels. Gonna do the lunge thing on the other side. This means right leg up and to the top of the mat. Let go of the floor when you're ready. Reach your arms up, relax your shoulders. Again, duck tail, tucked under. Reach up, extend both legs and lower down, maybe bending this back knee. You could do as you like. Reach up. And as we bend, maybe both legs, cactus hands. Engaging our shoulders. 2 more times. All right, lean forward, step back, down dog. Vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Maybe on your toes, lower down slowly. Coming down, cobra or maybe up dog. And then your down dog. And now we're gonna have some fun. Jump or walk to the top end of the mat. Fold forward. Hang low, and before we move into balance pose, please don't trash talk yourself. Move with acceptance and move as well as you can today. Every day is different also in balance poses. Coming into mountain pose. Now remember to focus your gaze. You might need to look at the screen to see what we're gonna do. But when that is done, just look down. No need to look up. A lot of people do that. But if you wanna keep your balance, it's easier to look down. Okay, standing tall, reaching your right leg up. Knee and hip aligned. Now take your right hand and just grab that knee. Your left arm moves back for a little bit of a twist with your shoulder. Coming back to center. Tree pose, heel in towards the inner thigh. We're pushing the inner thigh into your heel. And maybe your tree has branches, who knows? Let go, extend this leg out to the front. Maybe point your toe and just play with it. See if you can lean back. Lots of balance challenges here, core involved. And last balance pose before we switch side. See if you can keep your balance. Take your hands down by your side, reach your right leg back, and maybe you do prayer pose here with your hands towards each other. If you can't, just hold your arms behind you. Creating space in front of your chest. Looking down. Aligning leg and spine with the floor. Now if your standing leg and ankle is tired, that's pretty normal. Let go, reach your hands down, step it back, and maybe you find down dog and shake any tiredness out. Jump or walk to the top end of the mat again. Fold forward. And again, reach up. Looking up. Perspective is always great. And then hands down. Put all your awareness down on your right foot, like you're grounding down, rooting down. And then slowly lift your left leg up. Left hand on the knee joint, right arm out to the side and move it back. You can look back if you like more of a balance challenge, or just look to the front. Take this hand to the front and then tree pose again. So first bend the knee and then the heel towards the inner thigh. Squeeze in. Use your gluteus medius to squeeze the opposite direction. So you have this pull from both directions. Branches on the tree. And soften your face. Take your hands down, let go of this foot. Move it to the front. So closing your hip off. Lifting through your spine. Take your arms up and stretch this leg. Maybe you point your toes, and as we did before, leaning back as best as you can. You can keep your gaze on the ground, or if you want a challenge, look up. Ooh. And from here, slowly coming back, finding our warrior three with the prayer pose. So palms together, extend your left leg straight out. Now your hips here are aligned with the floor as best as we can. One more big breath. Fingers down, step it back, down dog. One more round of balance poses, but maybe just to kind of reset, do your vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Exhaling, lower down. Inhaling, cobra or up dog where your hip is off. Exhaling, down dog. Now balance poses can also be handstand. That might not be your thing, but why not practice it? I'm just asking, why not? So maybe you step your feet a little bit closer. If you have wrist issues, you might want to just do plank on your elbows. But kick it off. You don't need to find balance, just kick it off and see if anything happens. Besides trying to find balance, you also get quite a bit of a cardio exercise here, so just go with it. One last kick if you're not up there. And step down, down dog. Lifting your right leg up towards the sky and step it to the top end of the mat. High lunge. Now a little bit of dynamic balance poses. Lean forward and take your arms out to the side and slowly lift. Left leg off, airplane. Keep your balance, taking this knee underneath yourself. Extend it up towards the sky, reach the leg out, bend the leg, move it back, arms out in airplane, and lower the foot down. High lunge. Why not repeat that? Lean forward, engage your core, airplane. See if you can keep your balance. Take your left leg up. First the knee, bend it, and maybe you stay here or extend the leg. Bend it again through airplane. Back in lunge. Let's do that one more time. Lean forward, core in, airplane. Slowly coming up. And maybe extend the leg. Bending it. And this time, before we finish, hands down on the floor and lift your left leg as high as you possibly can. Opening up, so it's a split. Now don't go into a full forward fold, at least if you want to play with your balance. Take a hold of your ankle. Gaze on the ground, just hold it here as you breathe. Hold it here just for a moment more. Let go. Step back. How did you like that? Opposite side. Left leg to the front of the mat. High lunge. Beginning to get warm yet? I hope. All right, bend the front knee, then lean forward. This is pretty important that we do this before we lift the back leg off. It's really hard not to do it. Okay, airplane. Take the first time pretty slow. Making our body aware of what we're doing. Standing. Remember to breathe. Arms up. You can always take them out to the sides if it's better for your balance. And then maybe extend this leg. Quads on fire. Bending it. Airplane. And then lower down. We did it. First time through. 2 more times, okay? Lean forward, arms out. Slowly lift up, off, right leg. Keeping your balance the best as you can, standing. Knee to the front. Extend. Bending, moving it back through airplane. No need to move with your breath. Just breathe. And then lower your leg down. Woo. One last time. Leaning forward. Gauge your core. Okay, take off. Fly somewhere. And if you fall, don't be afraid of falling. Standing tall. Hugging in your hip here, your left hip. And maybe extending. Bending. Reaching back, arms out. lowering it down, or maybe not. Because we're gonna lift right leg up and really extend it up. You can point your toes, I like that actually, as high as you can. Take a hold of your ankle with both of your hands if you're up for a balanced pose. And release. Down dog. What a beautiful job you have been doing with this Vinyasa. Now it feels easy to use our arms, right? Lower down. Cobra up dog. Let your knees stay down. Child's pose. So looking back, what were you thinking through these balanced poses? Maybe not a whole lot, because you're just concentrating, and that's the beauty of them. Or maybe you had a busy time, really trash talking yourself. If that's you, let that go, side it out. Come into a seat on your mat. And this might be your time to stretch. It might be your time to meditate, whatever you like. Just a moment here with your eyes closed. Focus on something that you're grateful for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a blast with me as we did these balance poses. Hope to see you in another video.